poor. The acting for people who aren't Nicolas Cage, pretty terrible. But I still really like watching it because it's really fucking fun.
Oh, there you go.
I think I can't I would say it is probably objectively bad because I struggle to think that it is trying to be fun in the way that it is fun. In the same way that The Room isn't good because it's funny, but it is really fucking funny.
Mm. Obviously, you mean there's two movies called The Room, and I don't like
No,
them
the
either.
other one is just called Room without a the.
Uh, yeah, Room kind of sucked. I watched that movie, and it was boring. It may have made a lot of sense, but I wasn't entertained by it.
There are sort of arguments to be made on like whether a film deserves to be because just not having in any errors in a film. Okay, yes, it's technically proficient in terms of like it makes sense. But then you get into like have they actually done anything with the fact that it makes sense? That's where you sort of get bonus points, as it were. Like, okay, you've made a film where two people stand in a room for 2 hours. Great. They don't do anything that's logically inconsistent. Therefore, it's not actually there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't have a problem in terms of consistency. However, it's boring because human beings like for fucking things to happen in stories.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like, Star Wars, the first three movies are considered some of the best movies of all time, and they have flaws. So come
Yeah.
on, come on,
It's
man.
the thing where like I would give it a different rating objectively to subjectively. Because there are ways in which people can make things that are fun even if they don't make sense.
Well, your standards are different than most people's, I guess.
I mean, they're more consistent.
They are more consistent. I agree, and I think you should be able to, you know, not
Because
criticize.
I really like the Back to the Future movies, but their time
Yes.
travel system just flat out doesn't make sense. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay that it doesn't make sense because it's fun. It's an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, there
I
you
don't know
go.
where it would be rated objectively.
I was gonna
I
say.
haven't watched it in such a long time, and I'd probably have to analyze it quite a bit.
I was gonna say a mark of a good movie can also be said that even if it doesn't make sense, as long as you don't care about it, it would still be considered a
I
success.
guess, to a degree, it depends on how much the stakes of the plot require you to not pay attention,
Mm.
and how good the film is at distracting people from it.
From the flaws, yeah.
Now, admittedly, that's where it starts becoming very subjective, and again, hard to really track whether a thing is good or bad. Because different people will be distracted more than others.
Well, as long as you make movies to entertain the dumbest of people, you'll never go broke.
That is accurate, yes. I find it very, very amusing when you see the clips of Mark Hamill talking about Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and people are like, "What's new about this movie?" And it's the longest one.
Wow, that's
Or when he's trying to explain, he's just talking about the movie in general. It's just like, you know, in Hollywood, it's not important if it's good. It's important if it makes money. So
yeah.
remember that things aren't necessarily good if they make money. And he's saying that right in front of the entire cast of The Last Jedi. I fucking love. He's just like he knows. He knows it's awful.
What would have made it better if he did his Joker voice for that description? That would have been great.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I don't agree with him going out of his way to fuck with Donald Trump's kid on Twitter, but I'm gonna let that slide because he hasn't done it again since.
I didn't even hear that story.
Yeah, apparently Mark Hamill shit on Donald Trump's kid on Twitter. I obviously find a shit on Donald Trump. It does feel a little bit mean to just go, hey kid who doesn't really have a political presence because you're fucking 14. Fuck you, kid.
Fuck you, buddy. Uh, Scratchy, scratchy, scratch. Where are the other people? Where the fuck is Critic and Vixie and...
I mean, Vixie is at a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, but we can look at her vagina at any time.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah, you're gonna let that one go. Because you love Vixie.
I do not.
No, it's just whenever someone says they're going for a doctor's appointment and they don't tell me what it's about, I'm always going to come up with the most either sexualized or absurd imaginings in my head for the reason.
It appears that my race has been changing. I discovered that I liked watermelon yesterday.
Imagine if you just, like, your race is no longer the same as what it was earlier. It's like, not... The definition for your race has changed. Like, there's no longer the accepted term... Not the accepted term. I'm butchering this description, by the way. Can you tell?
I'm waiting for the point to come.
Say being black. If there's no longer being black as a thing, how would you feel about that?
You're gonna have to hash out some specifics here.
It's like,
does every race otherwise exist? Like you point at a Caucasian
absolutely.
person and say you're Caucasian.
Every race exists, but there's no longer the term being black ever. It's just
So then, how are they categorized?
they're just the same as every other race. They're same as same as white people, same as black Asian people.
But the categorization of race.
Yeah.
The other races are still labeled,
Yeah.
but black just mysteriously isn't.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Then
saying.
they would presumably be piggybacked onto one of the other races, I'd assume.
Mm.
So they'd be like, I don't know, Latino 2 or something.
Latino dark. Sure.
They'd be,
Damn it! What are those villagers doing in the well? Get the hell out of there, you two.
you'd have the mocha people and the espresso people, and the cafe au lait people.
Oh, I hate those guys.
Russians. I hate these guys.
I've actually seen a surprising amount of Russian people, like, about. I've never talked to them, but it's like, me and my support worker, like, asked for directions. Russian person. I've seen a Russian accent person in
May
the...
we
in
sleep?
yeah, I see it. I've seen a Russian person inside the college. It's like, that's surprisingly prominent.
Matt and I, Matt being the other guy, the last guy to join the Minecraft thing, in our shared house at university, we used to live with a couple of people from ex-Russian states.
Ooh. Former Russian Confederate.
So they spoke Russian, were able to speak Russian, but that wasn't like their home language. They were pretty neat.
Yeah. And I've seen Russia is a very popular language to learn as well. That's surprising.
And of course, my first name is Russian for some fucking reason.
Because, well, your parents are secretly agents, you know.
Black Widow is a bad movie.
It is a bad movie.
I'm glad even you can accept that.
Oh yeah, I can definitely agree with it. See,
Just because there's a character in it with my name doesn't make it good.
Just because there's a character that I like, because I do like Black Widow as a character, it doesn't mean it's a good movie.
From what I've seen, she's decent in some of the other MCU movies,
Yeah.
so I'm told. She's a retarded, evil murderer in Black Widow, but, you know. How many fucking people do they kill at that prison? Like, thousands?
I don't know about thousands, but yeah, there's quite a lot of people who died.
I mean, it's definitely hundreds.
I don't even recall that scene. I just recall it being
So,
absolutely...
when they leave the prison that Alexei is in, they
I
blow it up and kill everyone.
Right. I thought you were talking about the prison where they broke their dad out of.
Yes, that is the one.
That's the one? I didn't recall that many people there. Like, a couple of
I
hundred.
mean, it is a full prison.
Sure.
There are tons of people. There are guards. You see them in all the guard towers.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't really remember that scene that well. But it is a shitty movie. What else? Yeah, because again, I would be okay with that movie not making sense if it was entertaining. So, shut up.
And I'm sure there are people out there that find Black Widow entertaining.
And they're idiots. How dare they have a different opinion than me? Oh, that's what you're getting at.
I generally am okay with people finding stuff entertaining, even if I don't. Even if it's objectively quite bad.
But what
Because
if
I know I like some things that I know aren't good. I like Ghost Rider, and I don't even have a reason why. That is a bad movie. It's not even funny.
I'm sorry, every time I see...
I just like it.
Every time I hear Ghost Rider, I always think Ghost Writer. And I'm like, fucking hell.
No, not the Ghost Rider.
Have you... did you never see that before?
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
No.
It was like this when I was in school, they they put on those videos to like shut us up for a while. And one of them was Ghost Writer. And it's like, oh, there's this ghost, she writes down, like, come to this location and you can solve the problem. Yay. And it's like, wow.
Sounds boring.
It really was boring.
I sure do like spending hours upon hours destroying mountains.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
That's what I have instead of fun.
Well, fun's not in your contract.
I have a contract.
You have a contract. You belong to the corporations now, and fun is not in your...
A deep roar comes from the ground below you.
That sounds fun. Could you...
A little bit curious why those keep appearing.
Because we're about to get attacked by a Tarrasque, I guess? Oh.
Gives the impression that Horse is either put on a mod, or he's just occasionally coming in and typing stuff.
Hmm. I don't think he would type that. That's too creative. It would be pretty fun of him to install a mod without telling us about like an apocalypse event. Something.
He can't install a mod that like changes a great deal on our end, because the way Minecraft works is just we'd all have to install the mod to be allowed on the server, sort of thing.
Ah, I see.
But he could make some small changes.
Woo.
I
Woo.
have destroyed more of the same mountain.
Oh, there you are. I was just enjoying my super speed walk.
Making this clearing as big as possible. I want it to be real big and real clear.
Yeah. You've got problems.
I do. It is well established.
This is what you've been doing the entire time, just flattening.
Yep. I was doing the same thing a week ago.
And I thought Horse building that castle for like multiple games was absurd, but at least he got something out of it.
I get something out of this.
Diamonds?
No, a perverse glee.
Not a perverted glee.
That perverse means almost the exact same thing. Only it doesn't necessarily have to specifically be sexual.
Yeah, I was gonna say sexual. You know, Horse's castle is pretty. It's a shame he didn't design it himself. Server.
You can just make out a figure out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, that's weird. What was I gonna say? I started a mushroom farm. What else was I gonna do? I've already planted those Darkwood seeds to a different location. I think they're gonna plant. I think I fin. Did you see the stable I made?
Nope.
No.
Unless I did already. I think I did actually last time.
No, no, I definitely built it after you left. Definitely.
If you're sure, I'll go look.
Yeah. It's like as soon as you pass the statue, and then you can also see Vixie's how she decorated next to it.
Are my iron golems hanging around?
Yeah, I think one of those died, by the way. You might need to make another.
There are stables. It's kind of weird making the entire floor out of hay, but
I mean, what else would I do? Wood?
yes.
Okay, I could do wood.
No, I'm not gonna tell you to change it.
It's just that I thought that was how it would look.
If there was a way to make like hay half blocks or something, that would be useful. To give the impression that you'd like put some hay on it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Rather
Like
than maybe around the very outside,
Hmm.
You should put wood,
Alright.
but like leave it as hay on the inside where the horses actually stand.
I could do that. Yeah, like, if you could make, like, hay carpet, that would be nice.
Wood. Man, they're having a fun time in the hole.
Yeah, they're
So
not
butcher?
leaving. I destroyed part of the well to let them out, and they're just not going.
They want to live in the well.
They have. Are they not able to use ladders? Is that it?
I believe they can.
'Cause
I don't know.
They've been down there for a long time.
I appreciate there are a bunch of cats around now.
Yeah, I noticed that. And I disapprove.
I paid good money for my cat. In real life.
Yeah, I was gonna say the real life cat. Yeah.
Her name is Ember.
That's a nice name. And as soon as you said that, I heard the cat noise in the game. That was the one.
Cat noise.
Cat noise. Meow.
I am a cat.
Meow.
Yeah. Baby Pharaoh wants milk. Someone fetch a nipple. Wah. Wah.
Wah. I never watched
I'm
that.
running out of iron. I'm not quite.
An
An atrocity of this magnitude cannot be ignored by the powers that be.
that seems really weird. I've never noticed that before.
Neither have I, which leads me to assume that it must be new.
But we are going to ignore it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I've got important shit to do. Like finishing off the stables. Oh yeah, I need like little signs to name the horses. Well, there's gonna be those name tags, isn't it? You can name tag a horse.
Yes. But getting name tags is a bit of a pain.
Ha! I got you. I didn't ask you. I just said it out loud. Haha.
Alright.
No, it's fine.
Good luck finding some name tags because they're treasure rewards only.
Yeah,
They are not craftable. I don't know why.
I should really at some point. I'm gonna see about making some diamond armor and actually go on some adventures to go explore.
Diamond armor.
I'm gonna get some diamond armor and then explore.
Well, please don't take any of my 64 diamonds.
No, I've got my own little stash. Although
How very weed-like.
I would have liked to like level up to enchant the armor though.
Yeah, I remember when I was level 40, and then I just got randomly killed by a single creeper.
Yeah, I did the same with level 30. I think I got killed by a skeleton. Okay. All good. I'm gonna
It seems to me like it might be sleep time again.
Oh, okay. I'll just kick out some. That is a very bare bones house.
I mean, it's if we compare it to my house,
Yeah.
which is literally just a pile of chests
It's just a hole in the
and a
ground.
hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Like it's functional, but it's not very nice.
Uh, I think we're doing good. I think this little town looks great.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm clearing out this big ass space so I can make my better one.
Yep. Well, you're building a town next to a town.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just get absorbed into the already established town?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's
I
how
haven't
that
actually
works.
decided what I'm doing. I'm just giving myself a flat canvas to work with.
Yeah.
And it will take me years to continue flattening the fucking thing.
Yeah, I noticed. Alright, I'm gonna guess.
I'm genuinely starting to run out of iron. I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, I guess I could go back to mining, seeing as though there's nothing else to do. We need some more iron.
At some point, I'm gonna have to work out how to do the trading glitch thing. It's not really a glitch, it's an exploit.
It's the next one, sure.
It's very useful, it just takes effort. The kind of mental effort that isn't present in my digging entire mountains.
We're not known for effort.
It's true. I'm known for rape accusations.
Bill Cosby says so. Is Bill Cosby still alive?
Yeah,
Is he in jail?
I guess so.
Why? Oh, never mind. I was saying, why am I carrying dies with me? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I don't know.
Bill Cosby. I never really even watched his actual comedy or stuff like that.
I know
so-
nothing about him beyond, like, The Simpsons occasionally referencing his existence.
And Family Guy jokes also.
I'll be honest, I have watched a lot of Family Guy, but I remember so little of it that I didn't even realize that he was in any of their jokes.
Yeah, a couple of them. I think he's in like 2 or 3. But yeah, I can't name any.
He wears a jumper that makes him look like a faggot.
Well, he's trying to come across as like this really wholesome guy who's like,
But he's actually a fitty kiddler.
yeah, well, is he? I thought he was just a rapist, not a molester.
Oh. Maybe he was just a rapist. I apologize, Bill Cosby.
You apologize to me. I'm the person you've insulted.
By comparing you to Bill Cosby.
Yeah, at least I'm not Bill Cosby. He's a rapist. I'm just a child.
I only fuck children consensually.
Well, that is
Look at this scribbled piece of paper in crayon that says I consent.
Yeah, that is true though. If I could get the consent, I'd be happier with that.
I remember there's a Bob Newhart sketch where he's like pretending to be a TV clown. And he's reading out letters sent to him by fans. It's like,
I think I
I
know where this
really
is going.
love the show, and I love it when you do the part where you take the letters out of the sack. I hope you feature me on the sack. And he goes, and that's written by Mr. Bonnie Williams on a paper bag in crayon. And he's 34.
Actually, that went way differently. I thought it was going to be like fan letters of children basically asking him to fuck him. But okay.
Yeah, no, this is from like the 1950s, 60s. So
Yeah.
I say that like I used to listen to a lot of Tom Lehrer songs, and he's the reason I know what the word necrophiliac means.
I think lots of people know that word.
No, but I learnt it from him when I was like 10.
Oh, sure. Okay.
he does a lot of just
Having sexy bodies.
conversation before his actual song whenever he's playing in concert.
Mm.
I once wanted to write a story about a young necrophiliac who achieves his lifehood ambition by becoming coroner.
Ow. Okay, let me just put a...
You know what a coroner is.
Oh, he's the guy who deals with dead people, sure.